We've been talking about the ratings on the tornadoes. It's kind of interesting, even though one may have been an EF2 when it strikes.
Yeah.
It's weaker as an EF1 in Seminole.
Yes.
We're getting a better look today.
Yeah, we've gotten all the paths in and the EF ratings from the National Weather Service.
Okay.
Looks like they were able to finish that all up today. And so this is what they sent out. In fact, the one over Brooksville, which is just south of Tecumseh, it was an EF0, but they actually upgraded that to an EF1, and the Earlsboro tornado is an EF2. So now we're talking winds upward of about 135 miles an hour at its peak. But the one northwest of Maud ended up being also an EF2. But by the time it got into the heart of Seminole, it was about, well, it looks like it stayed an EF2. But this other one that also went just kind of south of Seminole, that was an EF1. We also had another EF1 around Cromwell and an EF0 east of Highway 377 around Little. So we've had the tornadoes, we had the severe weather, and we also got a whole lot of rain and flooding across eastern Oklahoma. And this is the month so far. Of course, we're only 6 days in, no rain today, but we ended up with 12.19 inches of rain so far in Haskell, 9.4 in Bristow, 7.7 in Chandler. Here in Oklahoma City, 3.68, and we're only 6 days in. Now, the good news is I think we're going to have a break from the rain for a while. Oklahoma, really all of the central and southern plains, we are nice and quiet. Lots of sunshine. It's gorgeous outside. This is our tower, our downtown camera, part of our Pike Pass Skycam network. 74 degrees, and the wind, it is calm. We still have some cloud cover in the far northeast, so we're only in the upper 60s out there, but mid 70s across really all of central Oklahoma, but we do have some mid and upper 80s across the west and southwest. So the wind is calm, again, across the metro, and it's pretty light out to the east. But in western Oklahoma, that wind's already out of the southeast, between about 10 to 15 miles an hour. Gusts a little higher than that from time to time. But generally speaking, there is nothing on the way that looks imminent, nothing crazy, nothing severe, at least for now. So the weekend, we're going to get a nice break. Parts of eastern Oklahoma going to do a whole lot of cleanup also over the next several days even. But the heat, it will start to build as we get into the weekend, especially on Mother's Day. Temperatures will likely climb into the low to mid 90s. Here in Oklahoma City, we're talking around 100 degrees in southwest Oklahoma. That heat will last through about early next week. But on Tuesday evening into Tuesday night, it does look like we will at least have a slight chance of rain and storms. But again, the severe weather threat overall, it's going to be a little bit lower than what we've been experiencing over the past several days. Now, Wednesday looks quiet, but Thursday, Friday, and into early next weekend, it does look like these little waves will come by and bring other chances of rain and storms, but it also looks like we don't have a big area of low pressure coming through. So again, these are going to be waves of rain and storms, but it's not going to be this big severe weather event that we have been seeing. Again, at least as of right now, I don't see that in the forecast over the next several days. Tonight's going to be nice and quiet. Temperatures are going to drop down into the mid 50s by tomorrow morning. The low 50s across the northeast, the upper 50s in the southwest with a fairly light wind. But by tomorrow afternoon, that one's going to be out of the southeast. For everyone, it's going to be breezy here in central Oklahoma, but a lot more windy out to the west. Highs in the mid and upper 80s and low 90s in the southwest, about 79 though in Ponca City, 80 in Stillwater, 82 degrees in Oklahoma City. But by Sunday, it's looking pretty hot. 94 degrees in Oklahoma City, but 100 degrees in Altus and in Lawton, 98 in Hobart, 96 in Clinton, 94 degrees in Woodward. By Monday afternoon, we're going to keep that heat around. In fact, now it looks windy all across the state in eastern Oklahoma. Now we're back in the upper 80s and low 90s, 100 again in Lawton, 100 in Altus, 98 degrees in Hobart, and 97 in Clinton. And by that time, we should actually start to get that fire threat to return in western Oklahoma as well, unfortunately. But again, this heat is really going to return Sunday into Monday. Tomorrow doesn't look bad. If you have any outdoor plans, it's not going to be a bad day either way. But Sunday, that heat is certainly returning. We're going to stay in the low 90s by the time we get into Tuesday. But by Tuesday evening into Tuesday night, we're going to have to watch that. There is a slight chance of rain and storms, but we're going to get a nice break from the rain and storms Wednesday and Thursday. In fact, it's going to start to back off from that heat. We're dropping down into the mid 80s for highs. But as we get into the weekend, those slight chance for rain and storms, they will be returning. But again, right now, it does look like some big time storm systems coming in. At least at this point, it looks fairly mild.
But for all those things that we were talking about earlier, all the events going on this weekend, it looks great for those.
We're really looking out as far as the weather is concerned for these next few days for all sorts of reasons.
And take mom to the pool on Sunday.
Sunday, yes, that would be wonderful.
It's going to be warm.
Or take the kids to the pool and let mom just have some time to herself.
Better yet, for sure. Okay.